Hey guys, it's EazySpeezy, and today we're going to review this old SpongeBob game. Now, not many games from the older years can size up to the games we have today, but this Sponge game, let me just tell you, it's a masterpiece. So the game starts off with Plankton being like, hey, I'm trying to fuck up Bikini Bottom. So he does, with robots. Unfortunately for him, these robots get out of control and basically he's fucked. Then we cut to SpongeBob and the Star Guy talking about how they wish they could play with robots, blah blah blah. Backstory, and we finally get to the game. Soon we learn from Plankton that what we're going to need to do is collect a bunch of golden spatulas so we can stop the robots. We also find out that Mr. Krabs will give us golden spatulas for shiny things, and Patrick will give us golden spatulas for socks. However, we ignore them and instead go bother Squidward, yielding us the same result. So now that the introduction is done, we move on to the best part of the game, Jellyfish Fields. You see, Squidward got stung by a jellyfish and he needs ointment for his sting because he has a date with Squilliam later. Unfortunately, the king jellyfish stole of it because fuck you. Not wanting young love to die so fast, it's our job to go beat the king up. On the way, we go through many perilous journeys, like we go and get a really bad wedgie, we show that our tongue game is indeed strong, and we get Patrick on our squad and we get to fuck up some robots. And upon reaching the Jellyfish King, we expect we're gonna have a great fight with him, you know, just a great boss fight, but instead SpongeBob simply tells him that he's just in a video game and his life is pointless, making him leave without a challenge. The end. The next place we go to is the best part of the game, downtown Bikini Bottom. Nothing noteworthy happens there though, so fuck this place. Next we end up at my personal favorite part of the game, the beach, with my personal favorite character, Larry Humongosaurus Lobster. You see, Larry is out there getting bitches, but he needs the sunscreen so he doesn't end up part of a 4-course meal. Wanting to get in this majestic motherfucker's pants, SpongeBob wants to take this request right away. Yeah, then you headbutt some towers, that's it. But later in the beach it gets even better, because we get to play in a fucking carnival. They have everything there. Whack-a-mole, a Ferris wheel, shittily coated skee ball, ice skating, bungee jumping, even bumper cars. It's obviously the best part of this game. Now that we got a few levels out of the way, we get to our first main boss fight, Sandy. You see, Sandy grew this big and metallic because while SpongeBob was out on the town getting the spatulas, she was feeling really lonely. This is a kid's game after all. Because of her loneliness, she grew in size from anger and her heart turned into steel, much like the rest of her body. She's pretty easy to kill though, so bye forever, bitch. Now that we're finally free from the terrors of commitment, we get to hang out with superheroes. Obviously, this is the best part of the game. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy have gotten their lair taken over by robots, and because they're lazy, we have to take care of their shit. Yeah, it's pretty much just like the rest of the game, slightly different scenery, collecting shit, pushing buttons, jacking off a little, normal shit. At least that's what I would say if it wasn't for this one shitty ass part. Now what you have to do is guide a ball across some parts by pressing shit at the right time, you know? Just pretty easy, right? Hell no. See, half the course has shitty coding and each run takes like a minute. So when you combine that with a course that really you just have to do a lot of trial and error on, it takes forever. And all that for a golden spatula that your boss tries to steal. Okay, I'm done being mad at a game that's like 10 years old and is made for little kids. Let's get back to the story. We beat up a villain, Mermalaire done. The next two areas you can go to are Rock Bottom and Sand Mountain. At this point in the game, it's basically just becoming very similar to every other part of the game, so we'll just gloss through these quick. In Rock Bottom, you want to find some art that was stolen for Fat Ass Puff, and it's the stealthy part of the game, while Sand Mountain is where you snowboard down a lot of stuff, and it's a pretty fun time. And both are obviously the best part of the game. Moving on. Finally, another boss battle. This time though, we have to kill our best friend. It's one thing to kill a bitch, but Patrick, it's truly just the worst thing ever. Pretty easy though. The next place we arrive at is SpongeBob's dream. Holy shit, this guy is fucked up. This is the best part of the game though, because you get to enter your friends' dreams too, even the dead ones. Sandy's is some snowboarding shit with Trapsosaurus Rex. Squidward's is some music shit, I guess. Mr. Krabs is a battle royale, and in Patrick's you get to contemplate depression. Now let's move on to the least memorable part of the game, Kelp Forest. Like, literally, I don't remember any of it. It's that bad. It's not the best part of the game, guys. I'm sorry. The final area, however, makes up for that as we meet the Flying Dutchman. We have to save this weird tail-caressing man's ship from robots, and this part of the game is really unique and fun as you go through the different areas, and even get to have a cool boss battle with the man who you're trying to help. Well played, SpongeBob. Well played. This part is definitely the best part of the game. Finally, we made it through all the different levels of Battle for Bikini Bottom, and we make it to the final boss. But what about when the final boss is ourselves? I personally never thought SpongeBob would go this deep into society, where we have to decide if we want to save ourselves or the world. That's why I shut off the game here, I'm too precious.